Welcome back to Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. Today, it's gonna be crazy. I mean, look in the upper right, it literally says Relentless War. And unfortunately, we still don't have access to the good faction. I feel like you should conquer one and then have to conquer the other one, right? Like fight evil with good or something like that. Would be pretty sweet. But instead, we have to fight a unit that is absolutely nuts. It reminds me of Storm from X-Men, although also kind of like a character out of Silent Hill. I don't know why. Maybe it's the tentacles. Cthulhu would love this. And why you'd think that the biggest challenge you'd have is the dude that turns into a literal demon, kind of looking like a Balrog from Lord of the Rings, which I did watch last night, and it was glorious. But there's also these guys. They're wearing like molten lava caps, and then they're using people's spinal columns as whips. It's pretty scary. But generally speaking, I feel like the way to deal with this is the way I deal with most problems that I don't understand. Send berserkers. Send lots of berserkers. Now these guys teleport. Okay, so we're gonna want to have a back line of dudes that can defend them, because I think they'll just automatically go there. Now I'm gonna send the king in here, and I'm gonna send him with his buddy, good old Zeus. And in honor of the fellowship, which is just something I feel like I'll always talk about in Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, and yes, I wish we had a Lord of the Rings tabs, we're gonna just send in a bunch of hobbits. So yeah, this is what I'm talking about. This is Storm from X-Men, literal lightning clouds. I don't know how you stop it other than shoot it from a great distance. Zeus, I'm gonna need you to defeat the demon. You know, I feel like if you're gonna fight a Balrog, you need a guy that looks like Gandalf, and I know what you're thinking. Baron, there's like a secret unit that's literally Gandalf. I know, we'll use him if this one fails. We'll have to just create a new fellowship. Zeus is doing okay. The dudes with the spinal columns are attacking. Do we have any units left alive? Okay, we do have a few archers. Snaky boys and regular boys. And I feel like between the two of them, that's literally the last unit. Wow. Yes! Sweet, sweet victory. And this is the fun part. This is when we take command of the demons. It's like, oh man, have you guys seen the trailer for Warhammer Total War 3? Conquer Your Demons? It's epic. I'm gonna play that game for a week straight. That being said, we're not there yet. I feel like in dealing with a lot of ranged units, we're gonna want shieldy boys. Oh, and see, okay, here we go. So you see how these guys are in the back? We need one Void Stalker for each of them. Let's see how this works. We're heavily relying on Void Stalkers to take out their ranged units and their specialty units real quick like, and then we're gonna have to deal with the chaff, which actually looks like this is gonna be really hard. Because the Void Stalkers, as you can see, they look really cool. They don't have any googly eyes, which is classic to tabs, but they're weak. They're like really, really weak. Okay, so that strategy was poop. We'll take out the wizards. Now how do we, what's a mad mechanic? He's the flamey boy. Okay, a flamer. We need a few flamers. All right, the flames from like other realms. Once again, Cthulhu mythos. I kind of feel like that's kind of what's going on here. And it fails. I mean, it's just not easy. Is it? What if we just brought in a dude called the Deathbringer? All right, Deathbringer, bring the death. And then these guys will assist you. Needless to say, if death needs to be brought, we're gonna bring it. I mean, what a weird name. You know, like, here we go. Would you want to be friends with a dude named Deathbringer? Probably not, because you're like, hey, do you ever think like maybe he's gonna kill me? And we all have those friends where it's like, you know, if someone was a psycho, that friend, he would be it. We have not found a viable strategy. Void Cultist. No. Tempest Leashes? Protected by shields? And one of these? Maybe the storms. The power of the storms can help us out. I don't think the fire rate for these guys is near good enough. And as you can see, some dude can just literally walk up and be like, you know what? I don't like you. You're dead. And you're dead. And so is our strategy. I am not a very good demon. That's just the truth of it. Now, what if I tried Whippy Boys? Whip Boys. And you know what? Avoid Cultist, because we haven't tried it yet, and nothing seems to be working. I mean, he's also a melee specialist. He's kind of doing pretty good job, actually. Although he's like the last guy alive, basically. So if we use two of them... All right. Do that thing where you teleport and kill some stuff. Dude, I don't know, man. Using the power of the void does not seem to be working against the most ancient of technologies. A stone rope to a stick. I mean, the only technology really there is rope, and we can't beat it. All right, big boys. Big boys only. Now, the problem here is range. We can't defend against it very well. But maybe we don't need to. They're sticking together. Oh, until your friend gets stabbed with 2 spears. But the Deathbringer's bringing death. Oh my god, it worked. We started with quantity, and we had to evolve. So we went to quality. Basically, we weren't insane, because Insanity's just doing the same thing over and over and over again. I really don't know. I feel like we want a Void Monarch. All right, send a demon to fight a woolly mammoth. I mean, why not, right? Why not? Just turn into the Balrog. Look at this. This is really interesting. These guys appear to be just staring at each other like, hey man, can you not stab me with your weird little bone blade? He's like, nah. All right, are you gonna turn to the demon? Yes. The Balrog has been summoned. Summoning a Balrog from the Nether Realms, man. It is glorious. Dude, this guy means business. And that business is losing? What? 2 Deathbringers. If one bringer of death brings death to the mammoth, we win. I mean, the mammoth doesn't seem like he's attacking him. Never mind, he rolled over and smashed him. No, he didn't. These guys, I swear, in tabs, guys fall over and you're like, they're dead. Nope, if they don't have X's on their eyes, that's the pro tip. If they don't have X's on their eyes, they are not, in fact, dead. We wish to bringeth death. Followed by a mad mechanic. There we go. Shoot the flame stuff. Shoot that flames, boy! It's working. Ish. Dude, he's pretty powerful if he doesn't get hit. If he does get hit, he's not very good. If he gets hit with poison, he might shoot his ethereal flames up into the air. You know what? The whole, like, Cthulhu mythos always reminds me of the game The Darkest Dungeon, which is just great. Although, have you guys heard that Darkest Dungeon 2 will only be on the Epic Game Store? Very intriguing. As well as Chivalry 2. Who wants to see Chivalry 2? Because I'm going to be playing it. All right. To deal with these dudes, you guys probably know the strategy. Send the teleported guys with little assassin daggers to go assassinate the people making crows. They failed miserably at their job. And now we got crows attacking big spiky balls. Yeah, that's his name now. Big ol' spiky balls. Did you guys know that these dudes with the little axes actually can kind of like magically teleport either axes or shields? It's a very interesting and I feel like often missed little mechanic. But they start with shields, and then you see them with axes. One has to assume that's how it happens, but we did. So I'm thinking we focus our efforts over here. It doesn't work. They don't teleport into the back line. I always thought they just like magically did that. All right, this is a science experiment. They didn't even go where I thought they would go. Lots of daggers summoned from Hades works. But can you defend yourself? You know, you can control the dark arts, but can you defend yourself against a couple flying birds with really sharp beaks? The answer seems to be no. So then we go to a unit we haven't tried with this, and that's the whips. You must whip it. When a problem comes along, like losing at a level over and over and over and over and over, you must whip it. That song is so old, I don't even know if many people know about it. And we're dead. Gosh. I'm gonna bring the death. I'm doing it, man. We're bringing death. With a good old mad mechanic. If the bringer of death, deaths it enough. Yes, there's one down. Bring the death. Don't lose this guy to crows. If he does, he died to crows. He died to freaking crows. Now look, he just explodes. He should explode. I thought he would explode. Guess not. All right, here we go. The battle royale here. 3 dudes with giant scythes take on a literal demon and win. This guy didn't serve his purpose. I'm bringing a void cultist for extra support. It works. I'm always dumbfounded with how poorly some of these missions go. Maybe they just teleport to the guys farthest from them, so if I put them all over here... They did! Okay. That's how it works. Mastering the mechanics. Now that we know that, I'm only gonna need about 3 over here. But I'll put 5 just for good measure. And teleport. Maybe I need more. All right, there we go. We got almost all of them. It's just this one guy left, but I don't know if our units are gonna be strong enough to take on melee specialists. Melee specialists are dudes that aren't really expensive, and they're not like boss units, but they do a ton of damage per each hit. So they're really good at taking out bosses. But the one benefit to them is they're not usually the strongest. They're decently strong. It's kind of like a medieval knight, except you get rid of your sword and your armor, and you pick up a big old stick with a giant blade on the end of it, and you just hack and slash, and that's what's happening. And we're dead! I'm gonna bring in the Deathbringer and hope this works. All right, all of them are dead. All of them are dead. This is good, this is good, this is good. Now get rid of that stupid bird. Now you gotta kill everybody. And you're dead. All right, kill the dude with the crows. This shouldn't be too difficult. Now spread out. You think a lightning storm can kill crows? It should be able to, but it doesn't. It just doesn't. Now what I can't figure out is like you have to master this part. It's totally random. RNG must be on our side, and it just doesn't seem to usually be. All right, there we go. Look, they spawn between all 3 of them, and that guy's getting shanked in the buttocks. So that's good for us, bad for him. They're all dead. They're all dead, and our army's decently sized. Now I feel like if they don't teleport, which I think they might only get 1 teleport a game. I don't really know. Then we're gonna have a hard time winning this one. Oh my god, what I wouldn't give for just like regular old archers. Okay. They spawn between them. Behind them, beside them, all of the things. And we do have one of these void guys left. I don't think you can kill 3 of them. Especially not with like an escort of, you know, those dudes. And you think they're all dead, they all get up, and then they start killing you. And you feel very sad. And all of your hopes and dreams are gone. Why are you so strong? You're just a bunch of people with braids and straw hats and silly ropes. This is like, ha 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 ha. Whoa, 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 whoa. What is the Steam achievement for ha 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 ha? Lose at the same battle 10 times in a row. Oh my god. Why you gotta do that to me, Landfall? See, guys, I'm just being a completionist, trying to get my Steam achievements. I hate this level. I hate it so much. All right, whippy boys. Whip these dudes. You gotta beat them. Please, something has to beat these things. They're the worst unit in the game right now. You know, I'm gonna let you guys help me with that one. I need a strategy. We're gonna go try to finish the good campaign, because at least with that, we didn't lose his battle 10 times in a row. This one's called Chaotic Cavalry. I think this is the one that really hurt my brain the last time. Oh no. Are we stuck? If I remember correctly, butterfly meta was the thing to do. Although here, look, this solar engine, we're literally creating like what I would call the inverse of a black hole. It's a light hole, which sounds really weird when you say it out loud. But that couldn't even kill a bunch of planks and cannons. Like, what is happening? Little bit of everything, including a giant elephant, to see if it can't distract them long enough for our super lasers to come in and do nothing. This game is breaking me. It has literally broken my mind. I mean, not literally, but it sure feels like it. 2 chronos. If the chronos can do the chrono thing in time, we can maybe win. There we go. Now I'm hoping you're gonna be hard to hit with cannonballs, but you still get hit with them. Ouch. Ouch. It's bad news, guys. What do you actually shoot out of you? It's like you have this weird, it's like the old Xbox ring. You know, that'd be kind of funny if, like, when he dies, he has a red ring of death. There we go. You killed a tank. You did it. I mean, we did it. I'm going to take full credit if this is victory. But if it's a failure, I'm going to also have to take full credit because that's how it works. Yes. Full credit. I knew it the whole time. Now the pirates. Oh, boy. Okay. Butterfly meta. I feel like butterflies are the way. Butterflies are the truth. Butterflies are clearly the light. Wait, you can't lose. You're the butterflies. Wait, don't walk in the water. That's bad. You'll die down there. Oh, great. Captain Redbeard. Man, shoot. What if I did a glaive on the side? Righteous Paladin to fight there, dude. All right, we did a little bit more of a strategy here. You know, a giant hammer falling from heaven versus a pirate captain. You'd think the giant hammer falling from heaven would work. But will it? Stay tuned. And it's working. There we go. We haven't killed him yet, but we killed everything else. This worked much better. Butterfly meta only works 60% of the time when it works every time. I'm gonna just, oh, I can't completely surround him, but I wanna see if this works. Because these guys have like this heavenly punch stuff. Is it working? There, wait, maybe sometimes it is and sometimes it's not. Oh, we got 2 pirate queens. You know what? The only way to kill, I think, a pirate queen is with the Divine Arbiter. So if the Divine Arbiter hits the pirate queen with the lasers, it has a chance. No, not you. You. Yes, super lasers. Oh, they just randomly select. They don't really like choose the target you're aiming at per se, but I think it's working. And I think they have area of effect. So I think all said and done, once again, good seems to be the better faction. Remember when Blitz and I played multiplayer? Do you guys want to see us play multiplayer again? But he controlled good faction. I feel like they had better units all around. It sure seems like the good faction is more good, or some would even say gooder, than the bad faction. Anyway, thanks for watching another episode of Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. If you do want to see more, we'll pull the trigger on the like button and let me know. And I'll see you in the next one.